touch greatness.
Hear ye, it's the Twin Kings in the building, and you're tuning in live to the I Only Touch Greatness podcast. Let's go.
2wiin Kingz, amongst the lions. Oh, it's your boy Joe Crack.
Kingz. Through these troubling times, you may feel a rumble from the hunger inside, but you gotta get blind to success and never show the struggle in the eyes. Either you gon' win or you gon' lose. Figure if I'm in, then I'm gon' move. Sitting in this whip as it dry smooth. Be broke or rich, like what you gon' choose. Either you gon' win or you gon' lose. Figure if I'm in, then I'm gon' move. Sitting in this whip as it dry smooth. Be broke or rich, like what you gon' do. This time be rich. I break a couple rules, they scheming with my bitch. I'm smoking with it too as I'm sitting in the whip. We reminiscing too, nigga. I ain't had shit, but I play like it was cool. Same drawers, same socks. On my way to school while I'm eating school lunch. They laughed at me too. Now it's lobster and shrimp. The joke is on you, but how could I forget? Robbing niggas for their jewels and even for some shoes. Why be proud of that shit? All I wanted was some food, cause all had to pull me up. Told me not to be a fool. He a two-time felon. He said it ain't cool, and I had to honor that, cause he really is a goon. And I never chose a gang, but I chose to stay in school. And I'm happy that I listened, cause now I'm living crew. And you might think it's lame, but I can hire you, and I stand on respect, and I lay broke. Bitch used to laugh at the fact that I was poor. A hood nigga trying to hit the lotto at the stove. I could've sold dope and settled for quick cash and robbing niggas' folks. Yeah, I was gonna sell the nigga that was fronting me a quarter with the jail. My homie had 2 warrants and couldn't make bail. Rap is full of liars, I'm a ghost rider for hire. It ain't hard to tell what your life like. Fake bitch with long nails, rich problems. I want more dollars myself. Hey, let's be abundantly clear. I ain't supposed to be here, didn't take nepotism. I am the one that you fear. This is one hell of a year. Made a decision to scare. We chose not to be there. Took us out the hood, the whole goal was not to be there. Fuck is you talking about? Streaming on a whole lot of shit you know nothing about. I move like no control of me. I cut ties like fuck all of these business me. Respectfully, even the blind can see what the scriptures be. Braille in the rocks like it was carved back biblically. Like Solomon, I'm sitting in temples trying to outsmart my sins. Niggas been all of my line like who was hooking him. Bitches been out here chilling where all the devils been. I'm at the bar around my best.
I Only Touch Greatness podcast, Vancouver's best show with Ryan Hayes.
Often imitated but never duplicated, I Only Touch Greatness podcast with Ryan Hayes.
I'm Ryan up here in Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, man. Canada's been loving us recently. Salute to Canada. Salute to you, Ryan.
Yeah, perfect. And this is Prince in Kansas City.
Royale. Well, I usually go by Royale, but my real name is Prince. Royalty Rules 816 on IG. So, yo, salute to y'all, man.
Man, salute to you too, man. Definitely send an invite, man. We're gonna follow y'all back.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Hey, my shit, sometimes it takes me a while on my IG because I don't know why, but sometimes IG, whenever it feels like whenever you go over your following, because I follow like a lot of people, you know how it goes when you follow a lot of people, and then you be like, okay, what's wrong with the follow button? It look like I ain't following you, but I got you. Most definitely.
It's 2 years. It's all good.
Already.
Okay. So born in Brooklyn, the stats that I got. Well, tell us about childhood and how you first got into music.
Yeah, man. This story's been proven over time. We was actually born out here in Maryland, but we was raised in Brooklyn, New York. We spent most of our life in New York. So that's home for us. But we also represent the DMV. How we got started, it actually started in the Cypher up in when we was 9 years old, up in Soundview Park up in the Bronx. So I let Twin kind of get more into the details, but realistically, man, our cousin we was going to the park to play ball. You know, New York is known for hooping. So we went down to the court to go hoop, and on the way there, our cousin had there was this guys on the corner. They were just beatboxing and freestyling, and being a 9-year-old kid, that was like my first time really kind of seeing that type of environment, really, like people just randomly don't even know each other, just stopping and just kicking a few bars. My cousin actually started rapping, and the way he was flowing on the spot, everything that was happening right there at that moment, he was rapping about. And I was captivated, Twin was captivated with it. We went to the park, played ball, whatever, but we were so captivated, we kept asking the question, like, how you do that, how you do that, how you do that? And then we got back home that night, and he showed us how to formulate our first rhyme. And since then, man, we been writing ever since we was 9 years old.
Facts.
Yeah, and I've heard, obviously I know of Soundview because it was in the Lord Tariq Peter Gunn's Uptown Baby.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it was crazy because I had to go back and ask my cousin, like, yo, what park was that we went to or whatever, because we had forgot. We kids, we just walk into the store following him and tagging along or whatever the case may be. But his girl was like, yo, we're gonna go play ball because I guess he had like some tournament or something out there or whatever. And I was like, bet, say less. So we was on our way to the court. You know what I'm saying? And we just happened to end up at the park, and then we saw that and was like, yo, I was so inspired. It didn't happen exactly at the park. It was on the way to the park.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It was at like a corner store or something. And like, like it's good to see like, Black people, especially in that type of environment, and Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, and they all like getting together and they just, trading bars and freestyle and stuff like that. You seeing that, you like, oh shit, you thinking people outside fighting and shit, but they're not really fighting. They just reacting to what somebody is saying. So I was like, nah, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I just fell in love immediately. Especially how my cousin just jumped in. As soon as there was like a small break in the verse, he just jumped in. And we just sitting there as kids looking at that, marveling like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I remember we got back to the house after playing ball in the park. And remember us going back to the house, and you know what I'm saying? We didn't have no pieces of paper or nothing. All we had was
napkin.
A napkin. Yeah, we got a pen and a napkin. You know what I'm saying? Sat there.
Oh yeah. I was doing the real raw with it. That's when you passionate. Whenever you gotta get that napkin, and you gotta write your lyrics down so you won't forget.
I can't forget it. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because we can never forget our first rhyme. I still know my first rhyme. Twin still know his first rhyme.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that's a thing. That's always a good thing, right? Whenever you can remember your first rhyme, you know what I'm saying? It's
that's
like
how you know who the writers are. That's how you know who the real writers are. Actually,
right. You know what the real writers are, because at the end of the day, because when you spit those first verses, you know what I'm saying, off of the first thing that you ever wrote, and you actually show it to somebody, and they see the, you know what I'm saying, they see the talent that you got, you know what I'm saying? They are intrigued by it. They be like, oh man, you got some shit. Because people that you know what I'm saying, that you love and you show it to, at the end of the day, they're gonna tell you, like, hey man, you might have something, you know what I mean, to kick off, you know what I mean? So I totally understand that. And coming, from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look, you got Big Daddy Kane, you know what I'm saying? RP, ODB, Dirt McGirt, you know what I'm saying? And you got you know what I'm saying? And you got the Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? The Crooklyn Dodgers, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Master Ace. Like, yo, so how is it like just, coming out of Brooklyn and having that huge branch, huge historic legends, you know what I mean? Who was one of your artists, you know what I'm saying, from Brooklyn that really inspired y'all?
Oh man, so freaking many. I would say, to be honest with you, that one guy that kind of I guess captivated me in a way.
I already know who you're gonna say.
Shit. All right, who you think I'm gonna say, Twin?
Smooth the Hustler and Trigger the Gambler.
And a lot of people don't even know who Smooth the Hustler and Trigger the Gambler are. You know what I'm saying? But those guys, their style of rap, how hyped they were, the bars that they would come up with, the back and forth punches, and the creativity behind it. I used to bump them every fucking day. I probably, to be honest with you, even when I come across their songs now, I still know them word for word, bar for bar, and I still get like that ooh, this that feel I like. So I would say that's my artist that I would say. But I mean, it's just so many. You know what I mean? So
right. I was about to say, and this on top of your head, what song that would be like out of that catalog that you'll be like out of their songs that you always run to and you can remember?
Fuck what you heard.
Fuck what you heard, dog.
Shit. That's
Fuck what you heard was
what you heard.
fire, bro. That shit was
Speak to
sick,
Brooklyn.
dog.
That's got to be all the way.
I thought he was bigger than Jay at the time for sure. Like
it was fucking large, bro.
that fuck what you heard shit was fire, dog. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh, I can't forget Jake too, man.
Of course, Jay.
y'all got so many legends. You got Biggie, you got Jay, you got fucking. Come on, we could go
Busta.
on and on. Busta. Oh yeah, can't forget Busta Bust. Hey, I love Flip Mode all day.
Like Busta was like, because we grew up in East Flatbush, you know what I'm saying? He was like the god in East Flatbush. So like, you know what I'm saying, everybody looked up the Bus. Like it was different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially like the only like West Indian nigga representing like, you know what I'm saying, where we come from. Me and my twin brother, we from Grenada and Trinity, you know what I'm saying, with those roots and ties. So like he was the only like artist that was implementing that and bringing that energy to the scene. It was different. Like salute. Like I know Twin said Smooth the Hustler and Trigger the Gambler, absolutely, especially Brownsville. Like hell yeah, but like Busta for real though.
Hell yeah.
Busta Bust. I mean, we got the chance to talk to Keith Murray, man, and he got to talking about Flip Mode meets Def Squad, and I was like,
that was
you know what I'm saying? Because every time I remember going back to Keith Murray's part, and then when fucking Busta just fucking, because Busta got that energy that when he says, "I'm gonna beat you with the Holy Cross," like you can tell when you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? You can feel the. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, he for real. You know what I'm saying? But it's hype because you're like, oh shit, this dope shit. Favorite Busta song. Favorite Busta
song.
Oh, put your hands on my eyes can see without question.
I was gonna say that same shit. Put your hands on my eyes can see, man. Because that right there, man.
Probably a good place to be.
Yeah,
really funny to be. That's just my shit.
The video and all that.
Everything.
You know what's so crazy too? You know what's so crazy too is that whole time the nigga was fucking Spliff Star. I was like, damn, I didn't even know that was Spliff Star.
No facts.
It's crazy.
So
I mean, of course, everybody's going like if you're gonna say influence for Brooklyn, like everybody's gonna say Biggie, but there's so many other niggas that was dope as fuck.
Yeah, you got a lot.
And it's like it was like one of those barrels where it's like, yo, you can't not come and rap. Like it's different if you just go and just, you know what I'm saying? Like Queens was always on some smooth, cool shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? LL Cool J was bumping crazy, so niggas was rapping for the bitches. Everybody wanted to be cool. Like, but like Brooklyn was like gritty, grimy, like talk your shit, nigga. We walking through the mud with you type shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
we just had somebody on from Brooklyn too, Rusty Jukes.
Yeah, Rusty Jukes.
You know him?
Okay.
Actually, I'm not familiar with them, to be honest with you.
Okay, cool.
Flatbush Zombies for sure.
Most definitely. Shout out to Flatbush Zombies, man. Hey, I listened to some of their shit, man. I know they got one with Tech. We had Tech on the show. Shout out to Tech, man. They very dope. And they love wrestling. We love wrestling too. We had Jake the Snake. You know what I mean? So that's how we do it.
Hey, I had a whole wrestling scheme in that It Depends song that we just recently dropped.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, the second verse was just all like it was a whole wrestling scheme.
I can't wait to hear this. Yeah.
As soon as I said I said flick nigga, we live. Chair folded up. It's a hit. Shawn Michaels on the kicks. Like I was really like bar for bar going with that whole scheme. So like definitely check that out.
I do know you have a new video dropping tomorrow or something, correct?
Yeah. On the 22nd. Yeah, on the 22nd, the song "But Choose" is dropping on YouTube. We had a fucking blast recording that music video. It's gonna be a fucking movie. Tune in. Movie. Fucking movie.
It's definitely a movie. It was like my videographer looked at me and was like, yo, I got so much shit. I gotta make this cinematically a masterpiece. So like literally he did. Like it's like 5 minutes of like straight, like visually like amusing. Like
perfect. So we'll be able to use it for the intro of the interview.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. And
Because like
he also
the dope thing about that video, I mean, I'm not to give up too many details before it starts, but there's a transition if you notice. Like it's like showing like, you know, like kind of like a hoodish look, and then you go to like, okay, now we're like middle class, like low income, looking like you got money, then middle class, knowing that you got money, and then like, you know, elite level where you like, you know what I'm saying, like let's time to grow up type of thing. So it's like showing that as like an underlying theme of the entire music video.
Fire. That music video gonna be fire.
yeah. And if you
Wow.
I was thinking, both your answers for this one. If you guys were having your dream dinner party and you can invite 3 famous people, dead or alive, who's coming to sit at your table?
At a dinner party, like to eat and break bread.
Well, I mean, it could be a party of any kind. I drink when I eat.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh, I know who it could be.
Okay. So you want 3 apiece?
Sure, please.
I would definitely have Pac for sure. I mean, I know that's probably like a everybody's basic go-to answer, but I would definitely have Pac, M, and damn, it's so many. I would just because of business acumen, I would have to go with Jay.
Okay.
Oh,
So
Now, you want something? You want supplement that for 50 right now?
yeah, that's kind of true. Okay, that's why I said it's so many. Yeah, you know what? I would. Yeah, fuck it. I would supplement Jay for 50. So I would say from Pac, M, and 50.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the unorthodox approach. I'm gonna go with Yeshua first. So Jesus.
He said rap.
You can know better than that.
He said dead or alive. He ain't said nobody specific. So I'm like,
yeah,
I respect that.
I go with Yeshua first. I go with second. I go with Bob Marley.
And that's
And
tough.
third, I'll probably go with Prince, just so he could bring all the bitches.
That's tough.
yeah.
That's tough. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, twin. Twin, hats off to you, though. That was hard.
Yeah. That's hard. Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, because he had the women. He had the women. Prince had the women.
He had the bitties.
Man, it would take a man's chick with assless chappies as this. You be like, yo, this nigga Howie. It's Prince. You know what I'm saying?
What the nigga Charlie Murphy said? He said, I never talked to a man that talked to me with his hands in his back pockets.
Right. For real.
He said he introduced me to like 5 bitches with his hands in his back pockets.
Man pockets for real. Straight up, man.
Oh,
that's a good one though. No, that's a good one.
Tell us about Stay Dangerous.
Stay Dangerous. That's a good project. Twin, you want to take lead on that one?
Which one? Stay Dangerous?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the video, you guys, and I read that it was shot in Baltimore, and I watched you hit the button on the jukebox. It was covered in tape.
Straight B-more, yeah. Y'all went straight to B-more.
Yeah. We got a lot of love for Baltimore. Like our main studio where we normally record is in Baltimore. So like, shout out to Lineup Room, shout out to Dave Lowe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Fort. So like a lot of what we do is like we used to live there when we was a little bit younger. So like we got a love there, and plus like my favorite football team is the Baltimore Ravens because I fell in love with football before I moved to New York. So I fell in love with football there. So I was always a Ravens fan. My twin brother's a Giant fan, obviously. You know what I'm saying? He fell in love with football when we got to New York. So that's kind of like where we split up at, and we're very loyal people. So we shot that video because people never seen us because we do it all the time, but I don't think people notice that especially like when we do features. Whenever somebody calls us and says, "Hey, we want to feature you guys," me and Twin, unless you pay us specifically like our regular like feature price, we charge and they just paying us for a verse. Then me and Twin have split the verse up, and we'll go back and forth. So a lot of people never seen us go back and forth, on tracks. We do it effortlessly all the time. Twin has a track where he's going back and forth with Trey. Shout out to Trey Isaacs. I have a separate song where I'm going back and forth with Trey. You know what I'm saying? And like not a lot of people visually saw me and my twin brother going back and forth. So he was like, yeah, let's throw that out there and just like show people like, yo, we rap.
Yeah, and then also too. the producer actually had well, that producer hit up Davo and was like, yo, I really, I think that, what do you think about this beat? And Davo sent it to us, and I was like, yo, this beat hard. Like, yo, who like, what's up? He was like, yeah, man, see what you can do on that. I said, say less. And then the thing is, that same night, me and Twin got together. We wrote that verse. We wrote that song in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and we just fell in love with it, kept rapping it over and over and over. And I was like, yeah,
it gave us that old Dipset feel. So we was like, yo, I definitely want to put some bars on this, and like, yo, let's just go back and forth with it and just have fun.
It definitely did sound like an old Dipset.
Yeah. So because we felt like there's a lot of bitch assness going on. So he was like, yo, let's put some bars back out there, because people, there's too much bitch ass singing, and they trying to turn rap into R&B. I'm like, stop the nonsense, fucking rap.
Right. You got a rapper who be singing. You be like, damn, man, you used to get clowned for singing. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Run DMC said it the best. We're not Michael Jackson, and Jackson's not Thriller. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Like, niggas used to downplay motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, just by dancing alone, you know what I'm saying? Niggas who used to get mad, niggas not mad, but they try to clown people who was dancing, you know what I'm saying, in rap.
I mean, like, that's the b-boy, the b-boy culture is still hip-hop. B-boy culture is still hip-hop, they was its own separate subject, of hip hop. So there's 5 elements of hip hop that most people like, especially nowadays. They don't really sport and showcase. Yeah. They don't really emphasize it, and people forget the 5 fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? Which is MCing, DJing, b-boying, graffiti, and the most important thing people take out of what hip hop is today is knowledge.
Knowledge, because knowledge is power. Especially for hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Even with the cuts and the beats and the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's always about. I'm kind of glad that you said this, right? Because it's 50 years of hip hop. Yeah, I've been asking a lot of people, this question, right? Do you feel like 50 years of hip hop's been celebrated the
way it should have been?
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. He got shitty Kansas City Wi-Fi.
My Wi-Fi might be going in and out, you know what I'm saying? Because, for one, I'm still trying to get used to these MacBooks, and for 2, it's just the internet sometimes fucks up. But what I was saying is, with 50 years of hip-hop right now, this, the only year we had, do y'all feel like it was celebrated properly? Or, you know what I'm saying? What y'all think?
To be honest with you, do I think it was celebrated properly? No. But do I appreciate the celebration that has happened? Yes. I just don't feel like it's been celebrated enough. I think I'm not trying to point the blame, but I say the powers that be, it's too me instead of the whole culture and the genre in itself. So I feel like it should have been a fucking event every damn month. You know what I'm saying? It should have been one, and
that's a fact.
Picking one in every fucking city and turning the fuck up and appreciating the culture and giving back to the communities that give to you and shit like that. I think it should have been a lot more of that. Instead, it's been more isolated events and Grammys and all that bullshit shit that we see every fucking year. You just putting the whole 50-year hip hop as a banner instead of making it its own separate fucking award in itself, or its own separate entity in itself. You know what I mean? But I said, I do appreciate the stuff that has happened and the platforms that it has been on. At least appreciation has been there. But do I feel like they could have did a lot fucking more? Absolutely.
So to piggyback off that is literally, I feel like the same exact way. I just feel like how they went about doing it was wrong. You took the independent artists completely out of the equation. So as opposed to opening up a situation to the entire culture in itself, let's celebrate 50 years of hip hop in every city. We're gonna, for the whole month, we're gonna travel to 30 cities, and tickets go online here. And if you in your city and you want to rep your city with all the cultural icons from your city, it should have been broadcasted day by day from each city, with all of the greats coming to that city to celebrate with the same culture that brought them to the pinnacle of success.
Make it a tour.
You know, yeah. And then on top of that,
you talk about like you can't have 50 years of hip hop and New York don't have its own separate week, like or Los Angeles having their own separate week, Philly having their own separate week. Like it's impossible. Like you got to do a South section, Atlanta section. Like you can't just have them all into one banner and think you're representing the whole culture of what it is. It's impossible.
And
you got Houston and all that too. Like,
and then you got to think about this too.
I feel like my fault. To clarify, I feel like the cities should have had their own separate celebration for 50 years of hip hop.
Right. And then also what I was trying to say is also why not bring up, new upcoming talent out of each city?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like bring the new guys that's popping out of that fucking city and then promote that too. So now you're talking about not only the 50 years of hip hop, but then you also bringing up the new upcoming generation or upcoming generation out of that.
The new wave.
Right.
I just feel like the powers that be, there's no talking going on. It's like I said, it's a lot of me, and my artist, instead of the fucking culture in itself. That's how I feel like it is. But
right. It's basically like, you know what I'm saying, the people who they fuck with or the people that they reached out to,
it is like
as
that.
far as then, you know what I'm saying, then the people that they kind of be like, okay, because you got to look at it, even with the people that's passed, like you got
they left out Easy,
you got Easy, Heavy D, you got all these other cats, you know what I'm saying? Hell, even people like Coolio, you got people like Tone Loc that's still alive. You got Young MC and Blase and Lord of the Underground. You know what I'm saying? You could bring a lot of these people up that ain't been in the limelight for so long, you know what I mean? And I kind of understand what y'all saying, you know what I mean? Because it's not just about one thing; it's about everybody. I mean, you gotta have the viewers and the listeners of hip hop.
Yeah. Then on top of that, during the whole celebration, they didn't even remotely even mention battle rap.
No, they didn't. They didn't at all.
That's a part of hip hop.
Like what in the fuck are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is not gonna talk about battle rap and battle rap culture? That's a very, very, very prestigious and dominant like subculture of hip hop. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just didn't respect how they went about it. So did I absolutely 100% agree with how KRS went about boycotting it? Absolutely. I think it's bullshit. You can't do that. Like I just felt as though it was like a smack in the face for 50 years. Like you're talking about 50 years of something being at the pinnacle of what it is and transcending the globe.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just bullshit to me.
I wanted to talk about your album, She Made Heaven Fall. How did you come up with the name, and tell us about that album?
Yeah, so how we came up with that album name. It's actually, I don't know if you noticed how we and Twin have gone about our musical journey. I kind of had to backtrack to answer that, so I'll try to shorten it for you. When me and Twin got started, I told him, I said, I want to do something that nobody's ever done before in the 50 years of hip hop. This was years ago. I told him, I said, I want to do something that nobody's ever done before that I can hang my hat on and say, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Or we did that. And he came to me with the dopest shit of all time. I got to give him flowers while he's here. So we actually tell a story, an ongoing spoken word story with not only our track title. So if you read the first song we've ever released all the way up until the last song we released, It Depends How You Feel, it's all telling a story, an ongoing story. And we do the same thing with not only our individual songs, but we do the same thing with our album names. So we're actually writing a poem pretty much in a way. So it's like poetry in motion. So the first album was In Order of Precedence. Then it was Everything Changed, When She Came. And then, She Made Heaven Fall. And then the album after that is And Froze Summer. So that's kind of how it's like an ongoing, like we're writing a book kind of thing in a way. So that's the answer to your question. How did the name come up? So yeah, I try to shorten it for you. My bad.
Hey, that's all good. I was gonna definitely ask about Froze Summer album as well.
Yeah. Right. So like that the theme, we already have like all of the albums already written out, all the way to 100 records. So, we're kind of like unveiling it one chapter at a time, so you can kind of like follow along with how we're doing it at like a book, not only with the track titles but also the album names. So, the next upcoming album that's coming out is going to be It's Funny How Life Is. So when you read the whole thing from top to bottom, it'll be in order of precedence, everything changed. When she came, she made heaven fall and froze summer. It's funny how life is. So like we're continuously going and continuing that trajectory so that people can be like, oh, now that's dope as fuck. I'm actually looking forward to what other people are doing. We wanted to create a different element that no other artists have done, because top label execs or whatever, they'll be like, oh, you got an album coming out. Okay, cool. We're gonna do this rollout. And then they're just like, okay, I'm gonna drop the track titles. But what are you really looking at the track titles for? Who's featured, how long it's gonna be, and that's it. Right? We're creating a whole separate art form within that and creating that for hip hop to at least, take it and run with it, but pay homage first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, elevate, yeah, absolutely.
Let's elevate our writing and how far we could push the culture forward. Because how much more excited would it be for our fans to know, like, oh snap, like I can't wait to see what this track title is, just so I can see where it falls on the entire track list.
I seen Fat Joe. Was reviewing your guys' song.
And Busta. Yeah, and Busta. Fat Joe, Busta, Little Pyro, a bunch of new people. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Hey, shout out to Joey Crack, man. Yo, I remember,
Joey Crack.
Y'all wanna live my lifestyle. Never seen the brick, never seen the crack house. Ever since that, ever heard? Yeah.
No, what's crazy is like my favorite album from Fat Joe was Only the Jealous Ones Envy.
Ooh, that Joe Flow shit.
Album was fire.
Man, it's still fire, man. To this day, they sleep on Fat Joe. I be getting mad every time. I'm like, why they act like Fat Joe just a pack ass nigga? Like that nigga wasn't like rapping off of that Twin Deep cover with motherfucking Big Pun, RB Big Pun. Like, come on, man.
Come on, man. He was rapping on that.
For real.
What's one of your dream features?
Features. I told Twin. I said, to be honest with you, I have a passion, right? When I'm gonna say passion, I have a passion to prove myself with lyrically, right? Because like we've talked about earlier, coming up in Brooklyn, you really have to showcase bars, right? Yeah. You can't just go out there rapping like Mrs. Daisy, because then you're gonna get your food ate by the by old on the corner that never made it rapping, but he could rap on that corner. He gonna eat your food on the corner, so you got to come with it. You know what I'm saying? Get that respect by uncle on the corner. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to come with it every time. And I feel like lyrically, I'm always competing, and I feel like I want to get my pen to at least be able to feature like somebody like Eminem, and even somebody as recently that I've grown to respect as far as lyrical ability is Joyner Lucas. So those two right there, I would really like to do a feature with either one of them to see if I can at least fucking hold my own on this motherfucker.
I can hold my own. Fuck that.
And I feel like I'm gonna hold my fucking own. So I definitely would. That'd be a dream feature for me right now. Absolutely.
Because
I can tell you this.
Hang on, Prince. For the first time, is that song that you have as well? That I felt like should have had Joyner Lucas on it.
Yeah.
That'd have been fire.
Also, my dream feature for sure, I think I made a post about it, is Cypress Hill.
Ooh!
And I'd be tough.
I would be real. Yeah, that is a dream feature that I'm like, yo, tag him 1,000 times. I'm trying to get a Cypress Hill feature on one of them beats. I want to fuck that shit up, son.
I'm trying to get an interview, so I mean, I'm trying to find that link as well.
Oh my God. Hey, I can tell you this one thing, man, and thank God for, I don't know why, man, for wherever I do dedication pics, whenever I seen Be Real like that, I was like, oh wow, I was like, so dreams can. Hey, I should tell you, I just like, yo, dude saw my face. I mean, you know what I mean? Shout out to Eminem and shout out to, read the PDF, you know what I'm saying? Because I never think that will ever be close to ever getting a response from Eminem just by saying thank you. It's just like just getting that response. You know what I'm saying? You could say dreams can, you know what I'm saying? Dreams can come true. So never say never on that. You know what I'm saying? Hard work and dedication, bro. That's it.
Well,
50.
What he's saying is we
52.
what he's saying is we had on the group read the PDF once, and one of them stood on
coming soon.
Yeah, right. Mr. Porter from D12. And then he happened to be on the phone with Eminem. Eminem called him during the meeting and showed him Prince's CD.
Yeah, he saw vinyl. He saw my Slim Shady LP vinyl, and I was like, "Yo, I'm to this day he don't even know." And then it got followed by con artists from D12. That's even way better. You know what I mean? And I showed him this, and I showed him this too. Shout out to Bust Through the Big Bang. You know what I mean? I was like a kid, like I still got the same stuff. I was like, yo, you was on this, you was on this. You know what I mean? That's what hip hop do. You know what I mean? For real.
Tell us about your producers and who makes your beats.
Yeah, Twin. Okay, so we work with a bunch of producers, and don't get me wrong, we're always open to working with new producers, and they constantly hit us up every day, especially like sending us beats. But Davo is probably one of the best producers. He executively produced the She Made Heaven Fall project. We work with a lot of his beats and stuff like that. We've created a sound with him. We consistently get beats from him, and we constantly, add it towards like, what we're trying to do. You got T-Life. T-Life makes beats. We have can't say that name yet, but we have an album that's gonna be executive produced with him too.
Picasso.
Oh yeah, K-Paso executively produced the Afro Summer project. I'm trying to get him back in the lab as much as possible to make me some more beats.
Took a break. I'm mad at him right now.
In fact, he took a mean break. I'm kind of upset. And then we got Friday. He's the one who produced. Yeah, Friday produced that song, one of our biggest songs right now, which is "Then She Came."
Yeah, that's triple banger. And then it depends on how you feel. That song that just dropped was produced by Mateus Bremen. Real young kid, man, but he's fire, man. He's going at it. He's fire. He's supposed to be developing a package for me right now to get some more production, so we can get some more shit written for him, so we can put that stuff out there, man. You know how to go.
Absolutely.
Tell us about manager Dom.
Shout out to the very first project that we ever put out was executively produced by Doom Got Beats out there in North Carolina. So shout out to Doom.
And then I was gonna throw in there. Tell us about your manager Dom that hooked this up for us.
Dom, man. I mean, he's been a fucking absolute blessing from the moment I reached out to him. That dude has been nothing but honorable. And just a real dope person to talk to, very down to earth, very understanding, very knowledgeable about this game, man. And a great person to bounce ideas with, very intelligent. I just appreciate him, man, and shout out to him, man, and we're gonna keep going.
Shout out to Dom. Facts.
Yeah. One thing we were talking there, I never got to ask this question at the beginning, but when you brought up about sports, because we are a sports podcast as well. Did you guys grow up playing sports?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, basketball was our first love. I'm not even gonna lie.
Which one of you was dunking on each other?
Honestly, to be honest with you, I didn't even get my first dunk until I think I wasn't able to dunk until just after senior year, which is a fucking bummer. But I just grabbed the rim. I ain't actually been able to flush one until after high school. So that kind of pissed me off. I kind of wish I got to dunk on a couple people in high school, but I mean, we grew up playing football. So we actually made all city. I mean, all borough. We got selected for all city, but we didn't make all city, which pissed me the fuck off. I missed about I missed about one.
But
yeah, it's crazy. But we actually went to we played college ball. We did 1 year at a university. We could have went D1, But I didn't like that. I knew I was gonna be I was gonna have the red shirt for like 2 years, and I was like, I'm not with that. I want to be on the field. So we both decided to say, fuck it, let's just go ahead and go D3. So we played in Bangor, Maine, Hudson University, and we played there for 1 year. And I actually still hold the record there too for the longest interception return for a touchdown.
Facts. And I own records at William E. Grady High School. Shout out to Grady heads. You know what I'm saying? All my Grady heads out there. So like at Grady, I have the most reception touchdowns for a wide receiver. If I could go back in time though, I would have never gave up my spot at quarterback.
Yeah, he should have never did that.
I should have never did that. I had a problem with them saying like, oh, if you play quarterback, that's all you can play. I'm like, bro, I'm way too good to just play quarterback. At least let me play defense too if I'm gonna be second string. Fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Either way, yeah.
What I was hoping to get at too is I need your the Ravens to pull off a win this week on Christmas Day for against my 49ers.
We got you. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, because it's obviously being so.
I'm still gonna play hard. I doubt it.
Bro, we want the number 1 seed, bro. You crazy? We want that.
Yeah, and being from Vancouver, I'm a season ticket holder to the Seahawks, so I go to a lot of Seahawks games. So it's a 2-hour drive. So
facts.
Dedication, man. Salute to you, dog. So you a 12th man for real.
Oh yeah, for real. I'm down there every second weekend. This week I happened to sell my tickets, but that's okay.
I was about to ask y'all what's on the latest album that you had. What was one of y'all's favorite songs on that?
Man, favorite songs on the tape, man. On Froze Summer, man. I ain't gonna front. I listen to that tape all the time. I would say my absolute favorite would have to be When Turning Up. Yeah. Because I caught Twin and I caught Davo off guard because we finished the record. The record is pretty much done. And I told Davo, I said, hey man, keep playing the beat, man. I said, well, let me just rap. I just want to rap. And I remember he played the beat. He kept having to extend it because I kept rapping. That whole back end of that song was just me going off. I literally made a whole new song on the back end of that song. It was like the beat captivated me. I just had to keep going on it. So I ended up writing a whole nother verse. Didn't even tell Twin, didn't even tell Davo. I just said, man, just keep the beat on, let me rap. And they was like looking at me in the fucking the booth got like a little window. They was like peeking at this, like, what the fuck are you doing? Say yo, let me rap. And I literally took that. That was literally pretty much one fucking take the whole way through. With a couple, I had to go back in there for ad-libs and all that stuff like that. But for the most part, that was just one fucking take. And Davo was laughing. He was like, yo, bro, what the fuck? You ain't tell us you was making a whole new song on the back end. It's hilarious. But
he went the fuck off. And I was just like, dog, he's snapping. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, like, damn, like, but yeah, I mean, I love the whole tape, honestly, because it's like my little baby. Like, but like, if I had to pick one song on the whole joint that's like my absolute favorite, I would probably say like To Free Your Mind. Mm-hmm. I think To Free Your Mind is probably my favorite song on that joint. It's just because it was just some raw, real, like, and it's slept on because there's so many bars in there that's like, yo, people gonna miss this. I know they're gonna miss it. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it in there.
So do you guys do a lot of performing and stuff? And do you have any pre-show rituals?
Yeah, we actually do some performances. We just recently left Chicago. We did a performance out in Chicago. Shout out to GS. Shout out to GS. Them guys invited us out there. Shout out to DJ Gracie Grace, who put that whole thing together. We went out to Chicago, performed out there, rocked the show, met a lot of dope ass artists out there, a lot of guys that are absolute fire. They appreciated us, we appreciated them. And as far as I would say rituals, I would say I don't drink before performances. Yeah. I know a lot of guys, like I do like to sip my liquor. You know, I'm a cognac guy, you know, bourbon cognac guy, whiskey guy. So, I mean, naturally, I do like to sip, get relaxed, you know what I'm saying? Get in my mood. But mostly before performances, I don't like to drink because I definitely want to be able to be sharp. I don't want to, you know, slur my words or not deliver, you know, what's expected of me. Especially with my fans, they expect me to be able to, you know, be sharp, witty, on point, on cue, stuff like that. So that what I would say is my ritual. I just, you know, I like to rehearse. We always go through multiple rehearsals, making sure we already know what pitch, what song we're gonna do, how we're gonna transition. We do all of that stuff prior to us hopping on stage, and then once leading up to it, like I said, I don't drink. I just drink water, shit like that. So I mean, I guess that if you want to call that a ritual, then that's what I would say.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do like a shot beforehand, or they say a prayer, or they smoke a joint, or yeah, and you get some real weird ones in sports interviews. All the guys, they put their left shoe on at a certain time, and their right shoe at the certain time, and
yeah.
What about dream venue that you wish to perform at one day?
Ooh, Barclays, Brooklyn. Like,
got to do a BK way. You got to do the BK way.
Brooklyn. Man, if I could do the Barclays, I'll do I'd be a dream for me to do Barclays for sure. The Barclays.
Hey, I got one for you too. Who you gonna feel? Because anybody, what I'm saying, it always takes you back to that feeling, that moment you see somebody at the Barclays, or what I'm saying, at the arenas, that you be like, yo, I think, what I'm saying, and you be on that stage and you're sitting there and like, oh shit, now I'm feeling like I'm over here feeling like Nas, or I'm feeling like Jay. You know what I'm saying? Who would you feel like whenever, what I'm saying, you're there once you get to there?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, honestly, I'm such in the moment kind of person. I can't really answer that question, but I know I wouldn't feel like everybody else. I would feel like myself, but I probably would have that. I probably would have that exhilarating feeling of like, yo, I fucking made it. Like if I got to the Barclays and I'm standing on stage and there's 50,000 motherfuckers out there, screaming like, let's fucking go. I ain't gonna lie, I know I would feel exhilarated, and I probably would feel like at that moment, yeah, I'm fucking here. And everybody's going fucking tune in. I'm about to perform this dope ass shit. These motherfuckers I'm gonna rock this bitch. Like I'm gonna get hyped. So, but I wouldn't feel like myself. I wouldn't feel like I'll be like, I gotta feel like I'm Jay, or I gotta feel like, nah, I'm not. I feel like I'm me. I'm me. I can't feel like I'm somebody else.
Yeah, right. I think me personally, getting on that moment, I would just be like, just in the same way the twin said it, like, damn, I'm here. And I think at that point I would be like, yeah, now I'm officially stamped, a Brooklyn legend.
And
a Flatbush legend. Like, nigga, here's my flag in the ground. Let me piss on this wall over here.
And I wanted to shoot a couple quick responses for both of you guys too. So I got a couple of.
You want to do a one
at a time. If hopefully Prince can let me shoot a couple here. So right. Biggie or Tupac?
Damn.
Coming right for that.
That's hard. I couldn't pick.
I love Biggie, but I'm picking Pac. I'm a poet at heart. Pac.
West Side, yeah. Tupac.
Are you both gonna go?
Oh, we both got. You want us to go at the same time?
Or no, I don't know. It doesn't have to be one at the same time, but you both can throw out your answers.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'll go with Pac too. Yeah, I'm a poet at heart.
Okay.
A lot of poetry. I got a whole book of poems I'm probably gonna publish.
Sugar Puffy, because I mean they're both horrible people.
Damn, they both some assholes. Can I pass on both?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm sorry, Puff, man, but I was like, yo, ever since making the band and I seen them niggas had to work for that cheesecake, I'm like, yo, fuck that.
It was worse than that, bro. It's my fault. Not only the fact that he went through whatever the fuck he put Cassie through with all the extra curricular bullshit that he put people through. What fucked my head up was he had a room full of grown ass men having a sing off.
Oh my God! I swear to God, I remember that. Oh my God! Day 26. Oh my fucking God!
Okay.
No, we gotta, this layer.
If I have to choose the lesser between the two evils, I'm picking Suge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he was good with marketing.
Suge.
Okay. Then I guess this is next one, Death Row or Bad Boy, if you ever had to sign to it.
Death Row. Fuck
We
that.
talking about because are we talking about now? Are we talking about now? Like at
What
this
about a legacy contract like you would in wrestling? You would sign a Hall of Fame contract where you just show up and sell toys.
I ain't gonna lie.
damn man, you gonna make me pick all this West Coast shit, man?
Hey man, Death Row. Fuck you. We outside.
Death Row.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it. You gotta look at it. Death Row
Row.
did a lot more with their artists than Bad Boy did with their
Executive
artists.
wasn't all in the video.
So
Yeah.
I choose Death Row.
Okay, this one's good for you
I'm going with
guys.
Death Row, man. It's too much history and too much legacy and shit. That's like a lot of Death Row artists are still alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like respectfully. Like
The next two are New York related.
Before. How ironic is that though? All these Death Row artists are still alive and Bad Boy dead. What the fuck?
Damn near.
Karma.
Yeah.
Karma.
Like you
crazy.
ever think about that shit? That's
Yeah.
different. That's different.
Yeah, it's different, man.
Nas
I'm going with Death Row. These niggas still alive, yeah.
or
For real.
Jay-Z.
Nas.
Ooh, Nas.
Okay, Ja Rule or 50.
Damn.
50.
50.
50.
Yeah.
Okay, LeBron,
Right.
Jordan, or Kobe.
Jordan.
Kobe.
Who's the best rap group of all time?
Outkast.
Outcast.
Mm.
Okay. If you could play one professional sport.
Close second. Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I agree. I love Wu-Tang.
Close second.
Tang.
Gotta-
Wu-Tang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Wu. Shout out to the Wu, man.
Children, you're
If you could
Yeah.
play one professional sport, what would it be?
Football.
football.
Okay. How do you feel about the state of hip hop nowadays?
It needs to grow. And what I would say is, I mean, since that's more of an open-ended question, I would say it needs to grow. I think we need to bring back the talent and not the popularity. Fuck the popularity, bring the talent. Because I mean, these guys cry that they got all these music executives cry that they got all this fucking money and all this they invest in all this shit bullshit. Let's stop investing in bullshit. Let's invest in the talent. Like fuck the popularity. We don't care about the popularity. You are a major record label or you're a major whatever entity or whatever the fuck. Why you don't put that money behind something that can really be captivating and be another Pac, be another Biggie, you know, be another Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Why are we popularizing Joe Schmo Foe off the fucking block? Like if he's not it, he's not it. You know what I'm saying? Just because he got a nice following because he does a lot of dumb shit on social media doesn't equal up the talent. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep giving him shit to do dumb shit with, which is gonna lead him in jail. How about we just do the talent? So that's my long answer, kind of short. I would say we need to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. I would say it's corny because so many people are just following what the new people doing, and it's kind of it's kind of counterproductive when you choose popularity over talent. And I want to bring it back to the root. I feel like the most important thing that needs to change in hip hop is this narrative that there's a fucking age gap on hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's very detrimental because when you do that, you take away the knowledge aspect of it. You take away the knowledge and experience away from hip hop as opposed to like, just going with the young dumb, you know what I'm saying, following the new wave type of thing, and you lead away from the J. Cole's, the Kendricks, the Big Sean's, and from those artists and stuff like that. Like everybody still wants to hear a LL Cool J album. I can guarantee you that. Everybody is still begging Andre 3000 to rap more. I don't believe that, like, saying Scarface can drop another album and people are gonna buy that shit. Like, I don't believe that there's an age gap on hip hop, and I want to kill that narrative. I think that it's hurting the culture for sure.
Yeah, you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it too, because it was never a popular thing at that time, you know what I'm saying? Because like even with any genre, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, he had to go, fight for it. You know what I mean? They had to fight for wherever stand, you know what I'm saying? For wherever the rights to do what they do, you know what I mean? And them trying to popularize, you know what I'm saying? Just make it popular, like this is what it is. It's like, nah, because if it was just popular, it wouldn't be what it is today. You know what I mean? We wouldn't have this number one genre if we didn't express we didn't get the to express each other, you know what I'm saying, or express ourselves
Yeah.
just to create the narrative of having this resonation with each other. You know what I mean?
So,
Right.
Yeah, and
it's so much shit.
I agree with that
shout out to
100%. I mean, if you think about it realistically, no other genre has an age limit on it. Why put an age limit on hip hop?
Right.
Yeah,
That's a fact. It shouldn't be that way. And you would see everything reinvents itself. So it's always good. Even you can even go back to the early 2000s and take something from that. Take samples from that. Look at these producers nowadays. They think, oh yeah, well, we could do project bitch, you know what I'm saying? But like, it ain't gotta be popular. It could be a B-side, you know what I mean?
Shit.
That was
Nelly. Shit. If niggas sample Nelly, it's a hit immediately. You kidding me?
Hit immediately.
The Saint Lunatics hit immediately. Like it's different in regards to like, you know, especially like, yeah, like because it's always I told Twin this famous saying, like, you know what I'm saying, and you quote me on this. You know what I'm saying? It's always new to somebody that never heard it. And it's always new being birthed every day. So, you know what I'm saying? Like paying homage to what got us here in the 50 years of transformation. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to exclude, you know what I'm saying, the older guys because they still dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You don't
still can rock a stage.
Yeah, you don't lose it. You know what I mean? And that's why I love the Swiss Beats and Timberland doing that versus shit. Like it was dope. Like because you get the, you know, encompass like that old feeling and like a lot of new people who are like, oh, I heard about them. Let me tune in. It was a whole different ball game.
So, it was awesome era.
Yeah, I pray that they keep it going. You know, because
I hope they do.
I feel like there's newer artists that deserve that same spotlight. You know what I mean? So absolutely.
Yeah.
And I gotta say this too, since we just talk about hip hop, the coldest beat that y'all ever heard, you know, it could be 4 or 5. Because to me, I always say cha 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 off of that Flip Mode Squad. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh my god, yeah, that shit was fire.
I'm still trying to find that sample. Like, goddamn,
that shit's fire. I'll go first. I think this is also my favorite music video of all time. I'm not sure if that was part of the queue of questions, but this beat video and the lyrics and the energy behind the whole thing by far is probably Exhibit. What you see is what you get. That was a cold ass beat. Like that beat was so. It was.
They don't never talk about Exhibit. I don't know why they don't. Like, I think he was supposed to be the king before Game. Yeah. Like I tell people, like he was before Game. He had Pimp My Ride. He was in the movie with The Rock, the Gridiron Gang. He was getting in the movie. Yeah.
By far, I think between that and Blueberry Yum Yum with Ludacris, like those two beats. It was like one of those beats was just like, oh my god, this shit is it's just fire. It's just fire.
Yeah, so I know we got to get wrapping this up pretty quick here.
Hold on. Let him.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll make mine quick. I would say Smooth the Hustler Trigger Game. That fuck what you heard. That beat was captivating to me. Absolutely captivating.
For sure. I just heard the phone going off. Thought we had to get wrapping this up, but the one thing I wanted to talk about, I read somewhere about you were in the U.S. Army, fought in Afghanistan. Can you tell me what that was like? I mean, horrible, I bet.
Yeah, it was nothing. It wasn't a vacation at all.
Hell no.
But yeah, we both served in the Army. We both war veterans. We've seen our piece of action. You know, salute to everybody in the armed services that's watching, that's tuning in. You know, we know how you feel. Salute to you. Appreciate your service. But yeah, we've been there, done that. I mean, what more do you need to know about it? I mean, we've done a lot. Like I spent
we were also airborne. We jumped out of perfectly good airplanes. I was in the 82nd. You know, when I went to Afghanistan, you know what I'm saying, I was ready for war. I was ready to die. You know, I got blown up twice. Plastic partial facial reconstructive surgery. Got metal plates, pins, and screws in my face. Not a lot of people know that. I can't even feel the left side of my face. You know, I've been through some shit out there for sure.
Yeah, so that's why you had the line then. I read somewhere on your profile that it was now you want to blow up in hip hop.
Facts.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty. I thought it was pretty awesome.
Hey, that's good research, man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good research, man. I like that.
Yeah, I had to make sure I had all my notes before we did. One more fast question: big booty or big ass? What do you want, your woman?
Big booty or big ass?
Yeah.
I like fat asses.
Yeah, I'm a fat ass guy.
I'm hands down a big booty.
Hey, me too.
My lady.
Something about that butt, man.
Yeah. My lady now got a wagon.
Doggy style.
Hey, we're trying to push the cart there now. Let me talk to
you. hey, doggy style got to look right.
Doggy style got to look right. Exactly. Can't have no stick man with a hair. Like that. I don't know how people can date models like that. I can't date a model just straight, no nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. My lady gotta be short and thick as hell.
Right. Feel ya. Yo, I will give you one question apiece, right? So, you know what I'm saying? If you could talk to the younger you, what would you tell yourself?
I would say that like what I always like to say, take chances and take risks. You learn more from mistakes than anything else. And learn not to make them twice. And just try, man. Just don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. You know what I mean? Like if somebody said you know they couldn't make computers, somebody fucking did it, right? So do what you like. Find your passion, find your dream, and give it away.
And mine would be two things. Number one, live your purpose. If nobody ever told you the purpose in life, the purpose of life is really 5 things. But pay homage to the ones that came before you. Take care of the ones that are around you. Leave something great for the ones that come after you, and have fucking fun the entire time while doing it, and keeping God first, which is 5, which should be number 1. But the second thing that I would say is don't second guess what your creation and your calling is. You'll know what it is. So if there's one thing that you can spend your time doing that you'll do for free, try to find a way to monopolize that.
Sure.
And you'll never work a day in your life.
Now that it's probably going to be the last question before we wrap it up, but the floor is yours. I want you guys to plug everything you need.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Hey, shout out to the Fort. Shout out Brothers Anonymous. Shout out Davo. Shout out Dom. Shout out DJ Gracie Grays. It's the 2wiin Kingz. You already know what time it is. If you haven't heard or you need to know, go check out our catalog. We really like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the twins. That's 2wiin _Kingz with a Z. Follow us on IG and go check out our website. We even have untapped music you never heard of before. You already know.
Facts. I just want to say shout out to the Fort. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. Thank you for having us. We appreciate the honor to be here and stuff like that. We definitely looking to tap into y'all more. Tapping into y'all more, pause. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy.
And we look forward to tapping in with y'all, man.
Yeah, we know what you mean. We know what you mean.
We think what you saying. It'd be crazy like that.
Crazy. Hey, yo, pause. Yeah.
Shout out to
everything that we're doing, man. We just want to make sure that we consistently push the culture forward. It starts one brick at a time, and for all the new people that have never heard us before or seen us before, we trying to build this brick by brick. We can only do it with your help. Let's get to the top together. Let's do it.